Greetings. I hope you're having an awesome and amazing day. And to my fellow spiritual healers, Togozani, Kamagwini, Lisedi, I'm going to talk today about Amabhayi. This is going to be a short video. I hope we can make it short because we can actually go on for days. But I think you probably are familiar with the most common animal prints. And I'm going to start with one that is very common, and that is the one that has the color combinations of red, white, and black. That is common for people that have a gift of ubungoma, but other people who have other gifts, like me, I don't have a gift of ubungoma, but this is the white lion. This is the lion itself. If you have a prophetic gift, but you also happen to be of African or Bantu origin, you will likely to dream of this print, because the words Abantu, meaning those who are descendants of Ntu, Antu was the first ancestor of the Bantu people. So we descended from Anu and Antu. So that's why in Shona they call human beings Vanu, meaning that people of Anu, those descendants of Anu. And in other Bantu dialects, it's Bantu, people who are descendants of Antu, or Batu. It's just a variant. So you'll find that depending on which language, Bantu language you speak, you will have that that variation. The other one that is, so you'll find that the Ipaile Bubezi, which is the lion print, it comes in blue. Blue generally indicates that you have ancestors that have an affinity to water. White indicates that you have ancestors that have an affinity to air. So generally, if you are umgoma, who works with water, or umtandazi, a prayer warrior who works with water, you will have the blue. If you have the white, it generally means you have ancestors that have an affinity to air. So that means you most likely have guides that are, you connect with them when you go to the mountain. You may have mixed of gifts, both water and air. So it goes both ways. Your guides will show you which print that you need to wear, and the purpose of the print is to bring them closer. It's kind of like a uniform, so it tells people what kind of gift you have and how you work. It kind of also indicates who are your soul group or spiritual family. I'm always personally very happy when I meet a healer that wears ipai that is similar to the ones I have, because it means that we vibe in the spirit, right? Another, so you get them in red. The red, if it's red, your line print, if it comes in red, usually it's associated with the gift of ubungoma or divination. And those that have the gift of divination, yabenguni, will have a red prince, whether it's the lion or leopard or any other animal. And quite embarrassingly, I forgot the big five in my last video. I must remember which one is the fifth of the big five. But that just happens. So if it's blue, it's usually associated with gifts of water, feminine gifts, female ancestral guides, working closely with your sacral chakra. If it's red, it's associated with guides that work with your root chakra. So abangoma primarily wear red. Abatandazi, abaprofeti wear blue. Abangoma that work with water also wear blue prints. That's where the color correspondence comes in. I'm just going to show you the ones that I have. There are many different prints, designs. and colors, but I'm just speaking high level to the ones that I know, that I've used, that I wear, that I work with. You may also, if you have a prophetic gift, dream of Ipailelanga, which is this one, and it has a big sun, and you'll find that in the corners it has the 8-pointed star. I'm still researching and discovering how the 8-pointed star, it features in many other spiritual traditions, not just the African ones. But generally, Ipailelanga is for people that have prophetic gifts. Again, white is affiliated to the guides that reside on the mountain, that have an affinity to air. You may dream of unicorns if you have that gift, or dragons, because there's some that fly, live in the air. Then the ilanga also comes, the sun print comes in blue as well. It also comes in red, and it comes in black. Usually the black is worn by people that have advanced spiritually and are adept, and usually those who are teachers or trainers. But sometimes your guides would have been evolved to a point where they were teachers and trainers themselves. They simply pass on their gifts and their knowledge, and they will instruct you to wear that particular print, the black. We also have Inyoga, which is the snake. I have this one in red and white and black. I also have it in blue because some of my guides work with water. The snake is a very interesting animal, in the sense that it's poisonous, but the only antidote to its bite is its own poison. So, very powerful symbol of healing. A lot of creation myths actually indicate that the serpent was one of God's helpers, or the helpers to the creator at the creation of the world. So you have two serpents in the tradition of Ifa that were associated with creation, creating the channels for the rivers, helping the dry land to appear. In the Bible itself, before the serpent became disobedient and deceived Adam and Eve, or deceived Eve primarily, then she went on to deceive Adam. The serpent was in the garden at the time, and he was the wisest and most discerning of creatures. And I'm still trying to discern myself whether it was an actual snake that deceived Eve, or it was the spirit of Satan that entered a snake and deceived Eve, or it wasn't an actual snake at all, but a spiritual being that took the form of a serpent. And when you read the Old Testament, you'll find that there are associations with serpents and dragons. There are creatures like Leviathan, which is a serpentine creature that lives in the sea. But again, that is a whole other video. But the serpent, powerful symbol of healing. You have the staff of Aesculapius, a Greek healer or deity of healing. And the symbol for modern medicine is that staff with two snakes intertwined, because the snake is a symbol of healing. So you may dream of Ipaile if you have, a certain kind of gift. You also have birds. Among the birds, personally, I own this one, which is the guinea fowl, Impangele or Impangela. Back home in my native language, Sindebele, spoken in Zim, we call it Itendele. It's got black and white specks and a blue beak, or blue, around the beak. Impangela generally is for people that when it comes in blue like this, even in the other colors, it's associated with people whose guides have an affinity to water. Other guides that have an affinity to water are the Ndau guides. So the Ndaus will wear ipalu, which is this one. Um, Mine's a bit old and stained. You'll find it's a tartan. It also comes in a green and white when they buy it from India, and apparently you can use it to meditate, and the pattern will give you certain messages. I haven't done that myself, but ipalu is generally worn by male guides of Ndao origin. Um, my mother is Ndao from Chipinge, so I have Ndao guides, and they're my lead guides. And we'll speak about lead guides in another video. Then another common pattern is the Jetty. So this one is yellow, and it's associated with people that have guides that have an affinity to the ocean. Yellow generally is for guides that have an affinity to the ocean. I also have plain fabrics in yellow that I wear at certain times. You find that today I'm wearing yellow. Yellow is the vibration of your solar plexus chakra. That's the seat of your self-confidence. It's the color of intuition. So you may dream of a yellow print, and that is where your guides actually, that is the chakra that your guides really want to vibrate through and heal through because of that intuition. So if you have yellow, it's strong intuition. I also have this one, which is the maroon jetty. The maroon jetty is associated with male guides that pray. Idlozi labomkhulu abakhulekayo. So if you are someone with the gift of prayer and your lead guide and you have a male guide, they will show you this print. You also get injeti in blue for the female guides that work with water. Particularly people that do cleansings with water, they'll have the blue injeti. You will have the red injeti, which is associated with abangoma. If you have diviners with Ndao guides, they will wear the red injeti. The red is some people associate it with female guides, but generally it's associated with ubungoma. Blue can be associated with female guides and water. But the truth of the matter is all of these prints, they have a meaning to the people that they are given to. So your guides have their reasons for showing you this print, wanting you to wear this print. It helps to bring your guides closer to you. It helps them to send the messages quickly. There's another group of prints like this one. It's popular among the Tsonga people. It's known as Ncheka in Xitsonga. I have a green one. I just particularly like the color. So you may be shown this print in either pink or purple or yellow. And this generally happens when you have ancestors of Tsonga origin. And they were healers and they want you to wear this print because of certain color correspondences and the vibration that it carries. I also have a collection of leopard prints. I love leopard. I've always loved leopard prints, even before I knew I was gifted. I guess my guides were trying to communicate something, but you get leopard print in different colors. So this is what the leopard print looks like. It'll have 4 little leopards, 1 in each corner, and then it will have the big leopard in the center. According to Nguni cosmology, the amapai represents the fabric of the universe. And according to Nguni cosmology, there are 4 beasts that are holding the universe together, or 4 forces. And now as I go deep into my spirituality, I'm learning that you have 5 primal forces in the universe. The elemental energy of earth, air, fire, and water, and spirit. So the animal at the center, which is the biggest one, represents spirit. And then the other forces are the elemental energies that hold the universe together. So I think it's just a beautiful analogy. And By the way, I learned that from a video made by a Zulu speaker. So this isn't knowledge that's out there in English. I also have this one in yellow, also a leopard. And there are different versions, different colors that do different things. Koko Mpoka Modi has a very nice video on, the Amabhayi, especially for the leopard, which one attracts money. So it's worth just having a look at that one. So more colors, green, usually associated with herbalists, amagedla. And I do have igedla in my lineage. I've always been interested in herbal remedies, never understood why until I embarked on my calling. I just used to prefer to use herbs to heal myself. I do have a cheetah print. The cheetah generally comes in, it'll be a white background with black spots, um, and it comes in orange. So it will be orange and black, and then sometimes around it, it will be maroon or red. And the cheetah is generally associated with people that have royalty in their lineage, similar to the lion. So generally, you will have somebody will have Ibubezi, which is the lion, the cheetah, and the leopard together. The big cats always come together, and the cheetah represents, in my interpretation, Amabuto, or the warriors, because warriors generally wore the cheetah print. But kings also wear them, queens also wear them. But the one that is, if you like, the most powerful is the leopard. It's the most powerful of the cats. The lion symbolizes royalty, it comes with dignity and wisdom. The leopard symbolizes, a lot of spiritual power. So your priests in ancient Kemet wore leopard print because they believed that it protected them from evil. And then, of course, the cheetah comes with wisdom and intuition. It's yellow in color mostly, orange as well. So it comes with those gifts. So high level, those are amapai. There are some of us that have both ancestral and angelic gifts, so you will end up with a collection. There are others that have only angelic gifts. If you only have angelic gifts, you'll probably have plain fabrics, white, basic for any prophet. It has certain energies that are associated with it. It draws energy to you. You have green, worn by people that attend as Zion, the Zionist church, also associated with healing. Then you have yellow. Again, if it's plain, you may have an angelic gift that allows you to communicate with the ancestors. Yellow is for people that are highly intuitive and have guides that have an affinity to the ocean. But these are people that pray and use the Bible and, work through the church. You also have red. Red is associated with people that have priestly or prophetic gifts, but red is the pride color of protection. So your gift, if you have a red robe or a red cape, your gift is primarily to pray for protection and to engage in spiritual warfare. So your spiritual assassins, those that have guides that manifest as dragons mostly, you will most likely have this print. Yellow is usually for prophecy, intuition, revealing of secrets. Green is particularly used for healing. I don't have a blue, but you also get the plain fabric in blue, associated with church, with leadership, with wisdom, also healing with water, and then white as well, also associated with prophecy, prayer, healing, particularly with water. So I hope you found this useful. Please let me know in the comments if you want to hear more about a particular fabric. There are other colors like gray and purple. I don't have those. There's black as well. We can talk about those in another video. Just let me know if you want more detail. And just observe healers as they go about their business on social media or in real life, and let me know what you think of what I'm saying so far. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for the engagement. And I hope you have a fantastic day further and enjoy the rest of the holiday. Thank you for watching.